This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Did you plan your retirement speech that night ahead of time, or were you just sort of shooting from the hip?
I was just shooting from the hip. I forget what I said. I think I said something about thank you, and let's hear that "you suck" chant one more time, one last time. Yeah. I think I said it was a quick promo, and I just the show was already 6.5 hours. I knew Vince would be sticking a fork up my ass if I didn't get backstage. So I didn't want to make it long.
When you are obviously overcome with emotion, you make your way up the ramp, you go through the curtain, and we know there's the gorilla position. There's Vince. You walk into that gorilla position. What happens? What's that like, knowing that this is it?
Well, it was cool because all the talent, Vince brought all the talent into the gorilla, a lot of them. And some of the producers, and they all gave me a standing ovation, which was really cool. I didn't deserve the standing ovation, but, I guess my career deserved it. Not that match that night, but, Vince came up to me and hugged me. I've always been close with Vince. We've always had a father-son relationship. So, he's treated me like a father too. He scolded me when I needed to be scolded, and he rewarded me when I needed to be rewarded. So he's been a great father figure to me. And, he also has the ability to have you learn lessons. He can be very hard on you, and, but it's usually because you deserve it. And, so him saying that he was proud of me and congratulations on your retirement, it meant a lot to me.
Let's talk about the next night. They're doing Raw from Barclays Center in Brooklyn. It's always the rowdiest crowd of the year. And Baron Corbin's going to come out. Fans are all over him. They hate him. He does a heel promo talking about how, hey, I beat an Olympic gold medalist, so I deserve one. And out you come, not in gear, but in your regular clothing. And fans start chanting, "Thank you, Kurt." And eventually, Lars Sullivan comes out and picks you up and slams you to the mat, and fans start chanting at him, and he goes up and does a diving headbutt, and they play his music, and he leaves the ring. So not only do you put over Baron at WrestleMania, but the next night, Lars Sullivan as well. What do you remember about that night in Brooklyn?
I thanked Baron because he was going to allow me to shine before I stepped down. And, after the WrestleMania match the night before, be able to go out in the ring and get a little shine on him. I think I angle slammed him, put him in an ankle lock. And, I ended my career on a high note. And then all of a sudden, Lars Sullivan comes out. And the same thing happens to me. I get annihilated. And, it would have been great. I wouldn't have been upset if Lars Sullivan worked out.
Right.
But, Vince loved his look, loved his strength and explosiveness. I just think that he wasn't as experienced as he could have been to start out. I think he needed a little bit more training, and he was still learning. He was very, very basic, and but he had an incredible look, and I think Vince was drawn to that. And so, I had to put Lars over. I had to, it was just another one of those things that I did before I made my way out of the company as a wrestler. I did it for Drew McIntyre. I did it for Baron Corbin. I did it for Lars Sullivan. I think a couple other guys. But, it's humbling. You just don't know where your place is in the company when they do stuff like that. It's just, that they're almost kind of forcing you out. What else could I do? I mean, I was losing quite a bit, was getting very few matches, and they don't have any plans for me. So, of course, I had no choice but to retire. And I don't blame them. I blame myself because I put myself in a position that I made so many mistakes in my past that it caught up with me. And because of those mistakes, I didn't have the opportunity I wanted to when I returned to the WWE. That is my fault. That's all on me.
Well,
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at savewithconrad.com.